Daily Horoscope, the 13th of December 2016. Daily Horoscope for Aries. Ruling planets: Mars, Pluto. If you happen to find yourself in a position of authority, even temporarily, you need to lead others in a way that is amiable yet at the same time eliciting respect and trust. You can't do this by hammering away at people and shooting them down even if they are prone to errors. Try to be quietly assertive and the team will rally around you, giving you the support that you need as well. This period is lucky for attracting lovers, but are they exactly what you imagined in your mind's eye? Perhaps not. A blind date or encounter might turn out to be very different than what you visualized. You may yet discover something endearing about the person, so be patient. In the meantime, you may have to work through some fairly significant differences, and this other individual may also be somewhat aggressive in nature. Daily Horoscope for Taurus. Ruling planets: Venus. You're on the verge of big changes in your work but may not quite know how these changes will manifest. The planetary transits currently indicate a distinct shift from a rational approach to a more intuitive trust in what will happen. In simple terms, stop thinking too much about things and just flow with the events of your life for a while. You can now make your dreams a reality, and your relationships should start to see a distinct improvement. Don't be afraid to think big and expect the best for your love life. You will feel uplifted at present, and possibly even ecstatic about what can be done to improve your feelings of love and commitment. Even the influence of Saturn, bringing with it more responsibilities, can be handled more easily under these transits. Horoscope for Gemini. Ruling planets: Mercury. At this time, take special note of dietary inconsistencies, which may upset your internal digestive balance. Excessively hot and spicy foods in particular should be avoided. What proof of excess do you need if you're seeing bags under your eyes and your head is fuzzy? Burning the candle at both ends means you're robbing valuable energy from one part of your being to satisfy another, and that's usually your desire nature. What is motivating you now is the important question to ask yourself. You may be spending a lot of energy into the return on that investment is not exactly worthwhile. Try to live a balanced life during these planetary transits, as the long-term effects can be worse than simply a hangover. Daily Horoscope for Cancer. Ruling planets: Moon. Overconfidence is the main problem during this current cycle, and today you have to be careful in particular not to overspend. Assuming you have a greater income or some bonuses on the horizon is not exactly an invitation to go and spend it before it's been banked, because rest assured you're going to leave yourself short when push comes to shove and unexpected bills end up on your tray. Try to play it cool, and although it is the Christmas festive season, and gifts have to be purchased, you'll need to do this in a more intelligent fashion. Your travel urges are strong, and this is the time to make plans, even if you don't actually board a plane or boat. You may also be tired of considering the usual destinations that every Tom, Dick and Harry want to go to. You have plans for your bucket list to be very different to the typical one. Someone from a foreign place or even via the internet could befriend you, and this could be the start of a new and lasting friendship. Daily Horoscope for Leo. Ruling planets: Sun. If you are single and have a desire for someone, you need to exercise restraint. Balancing the masculine and feminine qualities in your nature is the key. You are dealing with some financial matters and need the help of experts. Don't try doing this alone. You will be overly sensitive to what others have to say today. You could be taking things too personally, and this is only going to upset others as a result. Your social affairs are on the ascendancy, but you realize that someone is a little medieval in their ways and you have the need to correct on that. They will appreciate your concern and your intention, but the outcome may not be as you expect. In your personal affairs, The one you love may be preoccupied and giving too much attention to the professional affairs, or so you think. Try the approach of support and see whether that works for you. Daily horoscope for Virgo. Ruling planets, Mercury. This transit of the Sun and Saturn stimulates a sense of responsibility, power and a general focus on domestic life and relationships in particular. You may have some luck with real estate ventures now, or you may make improvements in your home. Your home and others' homes become areas of importance, your family grows or becomes enlarged in some way. Parents are more generous also, and you may receive gifts and assistance from them. Living at home becomes more comfortable and you may generously open your home to others. Today, you can locate any source of information intuitively, and use this knowledge in a practical way in your work. Daily horoscope for Libra. Ruling planets, Venus. If you are ambidextrous, you might have a good chance of pleasing everyone and finishing your work today, but you may not have enough time. It's hard to keep working when the object of your love is continually on your mind. You need an extra dose of discipline to overcome it. If history repeats itself, how will you deal with the recurrence of a situation or an event that you didn't handle well in the past? It's easy to fly off the handle and disregard good taste and etiquette in favor of having the last word and trying to gain the upper hand. But will this work for you in the long term? Will it decompress a tense situation in a relationship? Think about these things before you bite someone's head off today. Daily horoscope for Scorpio. Ruling planets, Pluto, Mars. This is a natural time to work out problems carefully because with Mercury and Pluto revolutionizing your thinking now, you are in a better position to deal with legalities, to teach or to learn, to travel and to promote, publish or advertise your ideas. Your family affairs grab most of your attention now. You are beginning to focus more directly on what your life direction should be. This is a good time to develop or even initiate new policies, phases or programs in career or in matters dealing with the public. Your reputation is important now, too. Try to be honorable in the way you handle things. You have some serious decisions to make regarding investments and finances. You may have been caught off guard recently, but the time is nearing you can more confidently speculate. Daily horoscope for Sagittarius. Ruling planets, Jupiter, Neptune. If you keep thinking like everyone else, you'll never come up with anything unique or world-shattering. It's time to approach your work from a completely different angle. Your life has to be one which is indelibly imprinted with your own personal and unique signature. Health issues need addressing now. This could also relate to any sort of insurance policies that you have. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, especially in matters of relationship, is a difficult thing to sustain. Apart from the fact that you're not being true to yourself or your partner, you will be constantly in a state of self-judgment which will ultimately undermine the relationship itself. Remain true to yourself and remember that each and every relationship is unique in itself. You have luck in matters of sales and public relations today, so put your best foot forward. Daily horoscope for Capricorn. Ruling planets, Saturn, Uranus. A relationship may end or a temporary break may be made just now, and you must see this as a natural progression and not resist the process. This is a time to eliminate something or someone you once cherished but which no longer has a positive purpose in your life. Relationships never really end, though, they only ever keep growing. If you follow the line of least resistance, you could miss out on some vital experiences now. Being afraid to test new relationships will deny you the emotional fulfillment that is possible now. If you're already in a relationship, you mustn't be afraid to push for what you want. There are opportunities to deepen your love with that significant other person. Some unexpected twist in your work could turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Daily horoscope for Aquarius. Ruling planets, Uranus, Saturn. You could be involved in a business, religious or cultural power struggle. You're ready to learn some secrets and acquire more political, spiritual and financial power now. The challenge is to stretch and lengthen your influence without overreaching. You may come to some realization now connected with finances and in particular the payment of debts. This may take some daring resolve on your part and a course of action which may be out of character for you. Nevertheless, there is still hope as long as you base all of your plans on integrity and strength of character. Some sort of subtle and hidden changes may arise in your workplace, and this may reflect the cagey nature of someone you've been working with recently. Daily horoscope for Pisces. Ruling planets, Neptune, Jupiter. Be prepared for an unusual event with someone today. If this is the case, adjustment and greater flexibility will be necessary on your part. Competitive relationships may disturb your equanimity. You may have to take center stage to call someone's bluff. Yes, you can be victorious now, but at what cost? If you win an argument doesn't mean you've convinced the other person to change their mind. In the heat of the moment, for the sake of expediency, they may appear to agree with you, but you'll sense that is superficial. In this matter, it's probably best to say nothing and respond to any provocation with silence rather than more words. In this way, you'll be able to short-circuit the circular argument that has no real end. True victory is inner peace.